In this problem, we'll talk about hanging traffic light physics. What is that? So let's say we have a traffic light here, and the traffic light is supported by three cables, three ropes. And we know the angle. This is 35 degree and this is 40 degree. And now the maximum the support any cable can provide is 450 Newton. That's the maximal the support it can provide. And the mass of the traffic light is 40 kilogram. Now the question is, will these cables will be able to support the traffic light? Or in other words, we need to find out what is the tension in each cable. Let's do that. So first thing while you're solving this problem is to draw the free body diagram. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw the free body diagram for this hanging traffic light. So here I have the traffic light. The weight on the traffic light is always downward, so which is given by mg. That's the weight. All right, and the tension in the cable is upward. This is the tension that is supporting the traffic light. And these two, the weight and this tension, are equal and opposite, and we'll write down the equation later on. So this is the free body diagram for the hanging the traffic light. But now here we're going to again draw the free body diagram at this point here. So the tension here, if I just take this point here, the tension is the downward. At this point, the total weight is the mg, which is acting downward, or we can also say the tension T3. If I just look at this weight, this cable is upward. But at the same time, if you look at the ceilings here, this table is also pulling the downward. Okay, so and that's the reason we have chosen here the tension T3 is acting downward, and the T2 here is upward here in this direction, not directly upward but at an angle. So at this point the tension T3 is downward, the T2 is at 40 degree and this is at 35 degree. As this angle is 40 degree, this angle is also 40 degree, just because of the vertically opposite angles. And this angle should also be equal. Now it is 35 degree. And the most of you should be familiar at this point about the resolving a vector into two components or into rectangular components. So first thing you have to do is resolve this tension T2 in two components, the one along the x-axis. So along the x-axis, it has to be T2 cosine 40 degree. Now you might say, how come this is cosine, or how do I know that it is a cosine or sine? So the simplest way just to look at it, closer to the angle, just remember C and C, closer to the angle is cosine. So this angle is 40 degree, which is the angle, so it has to be cosine. Okay, so the cosine component is closer to the angle, and this component will be the sine component. The same thing, T2 cosine 40 degree here, and this way it is T2 sine 40 degree. So we have resolved T2 now. The same thing exactly. Do the same thing. Stop the video and write down your own equation now. How do you write down the equation? This is the T1. And think about this one. What this has to be? It has to be cosine. The reason is this is closer to the angle. And this component, which is shown by the green, is T2 sine 35 degree. So we have now a complete picture of the free body diagram. We know now the direction of all the forces, and this is the total free body diagram here, and we do not need at this point. Okay, so just to make you clear, you see now at this point that the total weight is downward mg. So when I write down this equation here, so it's a pretty simple. This is the traffic light is not moving here. It is in complete static equilibrium. What does it mean? That means all the total forces has to be equal. Or in other words, the total forces along the x-axis has to be equal, and the total force along the y-axis has to be equal, or equal and opposite. In other words, or the total forces along the x-axis has to be equal to 0, and the total forces along the y-axis has to be equal to 0. So at this point, this force, the mg and the tension T3 has to be equal or an opposite, because these two are in opposite, so the magnitude has to be equal. So I have written down the equation. T3 is equal to m times g. The mass is given 40 and g is 9.8. If you multiply them together, you will get 392 Newton. The unit for the tension is the Newton. And now the question is, how do I write down the equation for this free body diagram? So first thing you have to look at is the horizontal component or the x component. Write down the equation along the x component. Along the x component, you have two forces. The first force is T2 cosine 40 degree, and the other force is T1 cosine 35 degree. These two forces. And remember, these two forces are opposite, and the system is not moving at all, or the system does not have any acceleration. That means this force and this force has to be equal. That's exactly what I have written here. T1 cosine 35 degree is exactly equal to T2 cosine 40 degree. And if you solve for T1, what you get is T2 cosine 40 degree divided by cosine 35 degree. So pause the video and write down the equation along the y-axis. How do you write down the equation along y-axis? Look at all the components along the y-axis. Along y-axis, you have two components. The one is T2 sine 40 degree, and the other is T2 sine 35 degree. So these two components. And the other force which is acting downward is the tension T3, or this is also equal to the weight mg. So these are the forces. So how do I write down the equation here? The equation that I have written down here is T2 sine 40 degree plus T1 sine 35 degree. My bad here, it has to be T1 here. Let me make it. Okay. This is T1. Okay. T1 sine 35 degree and T2 sine 40 degree is equal to mg. And now mg, we already have calculated mg, which is 392 Newton. So that's what I have written down here. So now we have two equations, the equation 2 and equation 3, and we do not know T1 and T2. We have two variables and two equations. So we're going to solve the two equations now. So what I'm going to do, and we're plugging the value or the equation of T1 into this equation here. So let's see here, T2 sine 40 degree as it is. And now instead of T1, I'm going to write down T2 cosine 40 over cosine 35. And then sine 35 degree here. And 392. So simply plugging equation 2 into equation 3. And now we know just by using the calculator, sine 40 degrees 0.64, and then plugging all the values. And then now, once you plug in this value and simplify here, you'll get 0.53, and then now 0.53 and 0.64. This is T2 and this is T2. So you can add these two numbers together, which you get is 1.18. And if you divide 392 divided by 1.18, you'll get 332 Newton. So you found out the tension in the spring T2. And now if I plug this T2 into this equation, we can solve for the T1, and the T1, just plugging this value into this here, 332 cosine 40 degree over cosine 35 degree. If you solve it, you'll get 310.5 Newton. Okay, and you can see here, and this makes sense too, because this angle is a steeper angle, so you can imagine this has to be a little stronger or more tension acting onto this one rather than T1, and that's what we got here. T2 is slightly greater than T1 because it is more towards the vertical, that is more tension has to be on the T2. But if you look at the numbers here, this is 332 and this is 310 and this is 392 Newton. So the maximum support, the tension in each spring is, the maximum is 392, and the cable can withstand or can bear up to 450 Newton. So there is no problem at all. The cable will remain the traffic light will remain hanging. It won't break. Okay, or because it is significantly smaller than 450 Newton. So that's it. And again, if you have any questions, write down your questions in the comment section below, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.